People laughed when he said he was going to start a business with just $10. To most of them, $10 wasn't even real money. It was a snack, a coffee, something you spent without thinking. But to him, that $10 was all he had. And more importantly, it was a chance. He walked through crowded street markets, watching how people sold, how they priced, and what buyers actually stopped for. While others looked for shortcuts or quick luck, he looked for patterns. With his $10, he bought a small batch of simple products that people were already buying every day. Nothing fancy, nothing risky, just something he knew he could sell again. That same evening, instead of spending time scrolling on his phone, he took pictures of the products and posted them online. He didn't have a website, a brand, or a following. He only had patience and the willingness to talk to people. The first sale didn't come immediately. Hours passed, then a full day. Doubt started creeping in. But on the second day, a message arrived. Someone wanted to buy. That single sale didn't make him rich, but it proved something far more important. The system worked. He sold the product for a small profit, and instead of celebrating, he reinvested every dollar back into more inventory. Day after day, he repeated the same boring process. Buy low, sell smart, reinvest. While others chased big wins, he focused on small, consistent moves. Some days he made mistakes. Sometimes he bought the wrong product. Sometimes items didn't sell as fast as he expected. But every mistake taught him what not to do next time. Slowly, the $10 turned into 20. The 20 became 50, and the 50 became something people finally started to notice. Friends who once laughed now asked questions. They thought he had gotten lucky, but luck had nothing to do with it. What they didn't see were the late nights, the constant learning, and the discipline to never spend profits on temporary pleasure. He understood something most people ignore. Money grows when you treat it like a tool, not a reward. Months later, his street hustle was no longer small. He expanded to better products, better platforms, and smarter pricing. The same simple strategy scaled up because the foundation was strong. Looking back, he realized the shocking part was never the money. It was the mindset. $10 didn't change his life. Thinking differently did. And that's the real reason his story surprised everyone. He lost the $10 in a single day. Not slowly, not over time. Just one bad decision and it was gone. When he checked his pocket, there was nothing left except regret. People around him didn't feel sorry. They felt justified. They told him exactly what he already feared. $10 was too little. Business wasn't for people like him, and failure was inevitable. For a moment, he believed them. That night, he replayed the mistake again and again in his head, thinking about how easy it would have been to give up and accept that this world only rewards those who already have money. But something strange happened the next morning. Instead of quitting, he felt angry. Not at the money he lost, but at how easily he almost accepted defeat. He realized the $10 wasn't what he truly lost. What hurt more was how unprepared he had been. He hadn't studied the market. He hadn't tested demand. He had acted on hope instead of understanding. That failure became a mirror, forcing him to see what needed to change. So he started over, not with more money, but with more awareness. He watched how others sold, how customers behaved, and why some products moved faster than others. He asked questions, observed silently, and learned from people who had already failed before him. When he finally found another $10, he didn't rush. This time, every step was planned. Every decision had a reason. The second attempt was different. He chose a safer product, one with steady demand. He priced it smarter. And when the first customer walked away without buying, he didn't panic. He adjusted. When another customer negotiated, he listened instead of resisting. Slowly, sales started coming in. Small at first, almost invisible. But each sale felt heavier than the last because it carried proof. Proof that failure hadn't stopped him, it had sharpened him. Days passed, and the income grew little by little. Not enough to impress anyone else, but enough to rebuild his confidence. The same people who once mocked him now watched quietly. They didn't understand why this time it was working. The answer was simple. He wasn't the same person anymore. Losing money had cost him $10, but it had taught him lessons worth far more. Looking back, he understood something most people never do. Failure isn't the opposite of success. Quitting is. That first loss didn't end his journey, it redirected it. And when people later asked how he managed to turn such a small amount into something bigger, he never talked about strategy first. He talked about the day he failed, because that was the moment everything truly began. He didn't invest the $10 in stocks, crypto, or some get-rich-quick scheme. Instead, he made a decision most people ignore. He invested it in himself. While others chased shortcuts, he searched for a skill that people were already paying for. With just $10, he bought access to a simple digital tool and a beginner resource. It wasn't glamorous, no promises of instant wealth, just knowledge and the willingness to practice when no one was watching. Every night after his regular routine, he sat down and learned. At first, progress was painfully slow. His early work wasn't impressive, and rejection came quickly. Messages went unanswered, proposals were ignored. For a while, it felt like the $10 had disappeared again, just like before. But this time, nothing was truly lost. Unlike money spent on entertainment, this investment stayed with him. Each hour of practice quietly increased his value. Instead of waiting for perfection, he started offering his skill at a low price. His goal wasn't big money, it was experience. The first client paid him less than expected, but that payment meant everything. It proved that his skill had real-world value. He delivered more than promised, learned from feedback, and improved faster than before. One client led to another. Slowly, confidence replaced doubt. What shocked people later was not how fast his income grew, but how quietly it started. There was no viral moment, no sudden luck, just consistent improvement. He raised his rates carefully. He refined his process, and with every project, his skill became sharper and easier to sell. The same $10 that once seemed useless now felt powerful because it had unlocked leverage, the ability to earn without trading endless hours for minimal pay. Months later, he no longer searched for clients desperately. Clients began finding him. His income became stable, then scalable. While others complained about low opportunities, he understood a simple truth. Money flows toward value. The more useful you are, the easier it becomes to earn. Looking back, he realized the real turning point wasn't financial at all. It was mental. Most people wait to have money before they learn skills. He learned the skill first, and the money followed. $10 didn't make him successful. Choosing growth over comfort did. And that's why his story shocked everyone. Because the smallest investment ended up creating the biggest return. That $10 was never really about money. At least, not in the way most people think. To him, it felt like a test, a quiet challenge asking what kind of decisions he would make when resources were limited and pressure was high. In the past, $10 disappeared without thought. Food, entertainment, small comforts, nothing that lasted. But this time, he paused. For the first time, he didn't ask, "What can I buy?" He asked, "What can this become?" He noticed how differently people treated money. Some spent it the moment it arrived, chasing quick satisfaction. Others held on to it, afraid to lose it. But a few, a very small few, used money as a seed. They delayed pleasure, accepted discomfort, and focused on long-term outcomes instead of short-term relief. That realization changed everything. The problem was never low income, it was short-term thinking. Instead of spending the $10 on something that would be gone in minutes, he used it intentionally. He chose investment over impulse. Not because he was disciplined by nature, but because he finally understood the cost of comfort. Every small pleasure he delayed gave him something more valuable in return: control. Control over choices, over time, and eventually over income. At first, nothing dramatic happened. No sudden profits, no visible progress. And that was the hardest part. His old mindset whispered that it wasn't working, that he should just enjoy what little he had. But he resisted. He focused on consistency rather than excitement. While others measured success by fast results, he measured it by how well he followed the process. Slowly, his decisions began to compound. Each smart choice made the next one easier. He stopped chasing opportunities that promised quick money and started building systems that promised stability. He reinvested small gains instead of rewarding himself early. He learned patience. Not the passive kind, but the active kind that requires daily effort without immediate reward. People around him didn't notice the change at first. From the outside, nothing looked different. Same routine, same lifestyle. But internally, everything had shifted. He no longer felt desperate for money. He felt prepared for it. When opportunities appeared, he recognized them. When risks showed up, he evaluated them calmly instead of emotionally. That emotional control became his biggest advantage. The real breakthrough came when he realized money responds to mindset before it responds to action. Two people can make the same amount, take the same steps, and still end up in completely different places. The difference isn't intelligence or luck, it's perspective. Good today, the other invests to feel free tomorrow. Eventually, the results became visible. Income improved, stability followed, and people finally started asking questions. They wanted to know what strategy he used, what investment he made, what secret he discovered. He always gave the same answer, even though it disappointed them. There was no secret, no magic system, just a shift in how he saw money and time. Looking back, he smiled at how small it all began. $10 didn't change his life. Changing his thinking did. Once his mindset upgraded, money simply followed the new rules. And that's why his story shocked everyone. Because the biggest transformation happened before the first profit ever appeared.